Okay, so we both already started with our foundation and brows on. So the foundation I use is the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless in the shade 120, which is actually light for me, but whatever. And then to fill in my eyebrows, I used a powder, and I used my Tartelette and Bloom palette, and I used the shade Activist, which is like the second or okay, it's that brown, whatever.
Okay, so I used the Maybelline Better Skin Superstay Foundation in the shade 45. And then I used the Gimme Brow by Benefit for my brows. Okay, so I'm gonna set my eyes with I'm using the Violet Voss with Laura Lee collaboration palette, and I'm using Basic, just like this matte shade, to just set my eye. Oh yeah, and then for concealer, we both just used, what's it called?
LA Girl.
The LA Girl Pro Conceal.
I put foundation on my lids. I'm just gonna take my little Real Techniques mini sponge and... Okay, so I'm just using my Airspun loose face powder to set my eyelids before I start with my eyeshadow.
First I'm going to take the shade Press Pot right here, just to kind of, as like a transition.
I'm going to use my LouManizer highlighter, and I'm going to just use this to highlight underneath my brow bone very slightly. So now I'm using my Morphe M441 blending brush, and this is a really good brush. And I'm going to take my Tartelette and Bloom palette, and I'm using the shade Sweerheart, which is a very light pink, basically. It's kind of like a baby pink. Ooh. So I'm just putting this in my crease, and I'm kind of going for, I think I'm going for a more rounder eye rather than a wing.
Same.
I'm going to switch over to the Morphe 35K palette. Can you open it?
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Thanks. Okay. And in here I'm going to use this shade right here. This one is also like another mauve color, and I'm going to put that in my crease as well, but this time, I'm still using the same brush, but this time I'm just going to put it a little lower and focus it more under that first shade.
I'm just blending until I'm like, I like how it looks.
We're using the same brush.
Yeah, so I'm going to take the color Ragamuffin, just like a darker orange shade, and I'm going to put it in my outer corner and in like the inner crease as well.
And I'm going to take from the Morphe 35K palette this shade right here, this brown one. I'm going to take on like a way smaller brush, and I'm going to put this right on the outer, like, outer V. I'm just going to blend it out. I'm going to sit back and blend this because I don't know if I'm just going to blend anytime soon.
I feel like my foundation looks so much lighter in the camera. I mean, that's probably how it looks in real life. But honestly, the struggles...
I already put a disclaimer out there. My foundation is too light, okay?
Mine is lighter than your lighter.
Anyway, I usually mix it with a different foundation, but I don't have that foundation here. Actually, yes I do, but I forgot to do it, and then I just didn't feel like doing it after.
I just don't even care anymore. Like, I'm done trying to match my
right.
foundation.
Just bronze till you fawns. Bronze till you're a fawn color. Honestly, I haven't watched like Beauty and the Beast came out today.
We should have gone. We could have worn this makeup look.
Honestly, they still probably have a show at 12 if you wanna sneakers jeekers. So I'm just taking this shade that's right under the previous color I used. I'm just putting that, I'm kind of packing that on my outer, like my outer third of my lid. And I'm keeping it right on my lid. I'm not going too high in the crease.
Okay, so I'm gonna go in to the lid with 1988.
Okay, so I'm just going to carve, I'm going to do a half cut crease, so I'm just going to carve my lid out from up here.
So now I'm going to go back in with Mama Bird, which was like my crease color, and I'm going to blend out the look a little bit more. And then I'm going to again go in with Ragamuffin, which was that darker orange shade, to just make the make it darker.
I'm going to use the shade Strike. It's this gold right there. And this is from the Urban Decay Vice 2 palette. I wet my brush too, and I'm just taking that Strike shade all over my flat shader brush, and I'm just going to apply that straight on. You really want to do a press and slide motion. That's how you're going to get the best color payoff when you're using a flat shader brush. Okay, so that's what it looks like so far. I'm going to blend the edges just a little with that same blending brush we used before. I'm not picking up any product, I'm just blending it, and then I might intensify the color a bit more.
Me too, I'm just blending some more without any more product.
So I'm going to use my Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. But yeah, I'm just going to use this. I don't put it too close to my under eye, I just put it right down here.
So I'm going to take the shade Sugar, again, not again, and I'm going to just put that on my brow bone. So then I'm going to take the Mary LouManizer, and I'm just going to take a little bit of that just on the highest point of my brow bone and on my inner corner.
I also cleaned up my shadow with this, but as you can see, I didn't really make it a wing. I just kind of cleaned it up.
And I'm just going to add some LA Girl.
Okay, so now I'm going back with my Airspun loose powder, and what I'm doing with this is I'm not baking. Okay, I'm also using the Real Techniques sponge, and this is damp as well. And I'm not baking, but I'm just gonna press this into my under eyes. So you kind of put it as if you're baking, and then you just keep pressing it in, and it gives you really well, it works really well for me, and it really gives, I have bigger pores here, and it really makes it all airbrushed, and it just looks really good. Also, I use this to reverse contour my nose. So I just put this right here on the sides of my nose.
So I'm going to take Ragamuffin again, and I'm just going to put that underneath on my lower lash line and really blend it out.
And I'm just using this powder in my T-zone. Okay, so now that I basically kind of pressed in all that powder into my face, but there's still a little bit of excess, so what I do is I just take my Rimmel Stay Matte powder in the shade Transparent, and this is in really bad condition, but whatever, and I'm just gonna use my e.l.f. blush brush. I really love this brush for setting, especially underneath the eyes, but I'm just gonna do a quick dust all over my face and get rid of that extra powder too.
And then with Mama Bird on a bigger brush, I'm just going to blend out the lower lash line a little more.
Now I'm going to use my Bahama Mama bronzer by the Balm, which is my favorite thing ever. And I'm going to use this to, I'm not going to really contour, but I'm just going to bronze my face overall.
Okay, so with my Airspun powder, I'm going to take also my Beauty Blender.
Just putting some of her Airspun, which is the translucent one. Mine is naturally neutral. I wanted the translucent, but it was out of stock, and I just bought it. There's some in my mouth. Okay. But yeah, I just put it right under my bronzer, basically. Okay. Okay, so next I'm just going to start doing my lower lash line. So I'm going to go in with that brown that we used for the outer corner. I'm basically just going to take all the crease colors that we used on our lid and just smoke out the lower lash line, basically. I'm just starting off with the lightest shade, and then I'm just going to do a progression downwards. Lightest and darkest. No.
So now I'm going to take my ratchet brush. Do people even say ratchet anymore? I don't think so. And I'm going to take my Bahama Mama. I'm just going to bronze up a little bit. So now I'm starting to look alive again with some contour. And I have a 5 head, so I go hard on with the contour. Literally. Literally.
Okay, but same.
No, you don't. You have to put your finger in. Look. Forehead.
Oh, you're pushing me. Okay, so what I just did was I took the NYX Jumbo eye pencil in the shade Black Bean, and I put this, I tight lined and just did halfway on my waterline. If I was going out somewhere, like, I'd probably do lashes. Like, I'm chilling.
It's literally 12 a.m. right now. We're filming this.
Yeah. So I'm just going to use Voluminous False Fiber Lashes, and yeah. But before I do so, I'm going to curl my eyelashes with this Revlon eyelash curler. Ignore my acne, please.
Just
I know it's there.
Ignore everything.
I'm a real human being.
Ignore our foundation color. Ignore our acne.
Just ignore us.
Yeah. Sorry if we keep looking into the viewfinder, guys.
Yeah,
I know it's annoying.
I'm really sorry about that.
Oh, next I'm going to take NYX blush in Mocha. Which is like just this pinky color. And I'm just going to put that on my cheeks.
Let me see. So I'm going to use my Mary Lou Manizer. And I'm just gonna put this. First, I'm gonna put this actually in between my eyebrows, and so right here, just a little touch. And then not down the whole bridge of my nose, but just towards the end here. Even though I have a huge nose, like, I still really like the way it looks, because I feel like it just makes me look a little dewier. Like, it may elongate the appearance of my nose or whatever, but, like, I don't mind it, honestly. Yeah. And then I'm just gonna take a fan brush and put this on here. Actually, we wanna pop and highlight, right?
Yeah.
Okay, wait.
Scratch that.
Actually, I'm just gonna put a little here too, because I already did it on the other side. I'm removing the baking powder that was underneath my contour. Blending with my contour brush. And then I'm just gonna spray my face. You can use whatever you want. I have like Smash Rose Primer Water, we have e.l.f. setting spray, whatever. I'm just gonna take some rose water though, because this is actually what I use on a daily basis. I'm gonna do one. Okay, that was a lot. Not one. Just a couple spritz, and then put highlight right on top. And then that's how you get a very glowy highlight.
Okay, so I just curled my lashes, and I'm gonna take the Double Decker Lashes mascara from Butter London, and I'm gonna apply it to my lashes.
And I'm just taking this very tiny little fan brush, and then, I mean, I'm just a little extra, so I just like to use it and put it right on kind of like the center of my highlight to make it pop more. And now this is when I do the blush. I like to do contour, highlight, and then blush, because blush is kind of what goes in the middle, and that's what's gonna merge everything together. So I'm using my the Balm Fratboy blush, and it just looks like this. So for my lips, I'm gonna start with the NYX lip liner in the shade Natural. It just looks like this. It's very pretty. And yeah, I'm just gonna line my lips.
So I'm gonna go in with highlight next, and I'm using the LouManizer. But first, I'm just gonna spray my face.
So I just lined my lips and I'm filling them in.
I'm trying to like blend in my highlight a little bit because I don't want it to be like, oh my god, literally the other day this girl, I saw her walking through my school and she had a lie.
Yeah, like this girl in my we're talking so much shit. Okay, anyway, so I'm taking the NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream in the shade London, and I'm just gonna kind of focus this in the center, or I might just put it all over, I don't know.
And I'm just gonna blend the highlight with the blush again.
Basically, my lip was taking this Revlon lipstick, and this is in the shade Just Enough and number 613. And then I took this CoverGirl lipstick in the shade Decadent Peach 280. Anyway, then after that, I just kind of darkened it with this NYX Natural Lip Liner.
Oh, and I also changed my lip color to 1995 by Gerard Cosmetics.
And that's it. Okay, so that was it for our spring Get Ready With Us. And if you liked it, please like and subscribe and leave us a comment below. And yeah, that's it. So we'll see you in our next video. Thank you.
Thanks for watching.